I have a grandson who's allergic to just about everything. He's 3 years old, and I heard about this. You guys are introducing peanuts earlier.
Yeah, so the recently released guidelines in the prevention of peanut allergy are directed at children who don't have a diagnosis of pre-existing food allergy. So in children who don't have food allergy, young adults, young infants, we're trying to introduce peanuts early into the diet as early as 6 months of age in hopes of decreasing your likelihood of allergy. In children who already have a diagnosis of a food allergy, a peanut allergy, or multiple food allergies, our current treatment is still based on strict avoidance of the food and treatment of accidental ingestions with epinephrine or antihistamines, depending on the severity of the reaction. The new guidelines don't address individuals who've already developed peanut allergy. There is a lot of research going on this, but right now it's still avoidance and treatment of accidental ingestions.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because from my understanding, peanuts are like the worst culprit when it comes to food allergies.
Peanut is one of the common food allergens. Other common food allergens in children are milk and eggs, peanuts, tree nuts, wheat, soy, seafood. Peanut is one of the more difficult food allergies for some because it tends to be lifelong, whereas many children outgrow wheat, soy, milk, egg allergy. Only about 20% outgrow peanut allergy. Reactions can certainly be severe, so that's another concern, and it certainly affects quality of life. So all food allergies have health implications and implications on quality of life, but peanut allergy is sometimes unique because of its lifelong persistence for most individuals.
Okay, well, like allergies like the milk and dairy, if they were to outgrow it, when would that happen? He's 3 and he's still got them.
That's a great question. So anyone with a food allergy, I encourage to follow with a food allergy expert or an allergist, because there are ways to evaluate the allergy over time. Typically, annually, children or adults with food allergy, but particularly children, are evaluated by a specialist, and over time we try to see if they've outgrown the allergy. Many allergies are outgrown between 5 and 10 years of age. Many allergies are outgrown in adolescence. It's hard to say what child will outgrow their allergy when, but most do outgrow these allergies with the exception of peanuts, tree nuts, and seafood. So with the appropriate evaluation at a proper interval, typically annually, you can try to figure out when someone's outgrown a food allergy. And the only way to know if someone's outgrown a food allergy is to do a physician-supervised oral food challenge. You actually introduce the food to the individual, the child, in a controlled setting. This should never be done at home. And it's really the only way to figure out if someone's truly outgrown a previously diagnosed food allergy.
Right. He does the food challenges. He's been doing it every year. And I think the only thing he's managed to pass was peas.
Sure.
Other than that, it's been like that. But now, I also had another question, because someone had told me that if you have a food allergy, you shouldn't also have an environmental type of allergy. And yet my grandson seems to have both.
Yeah, so these conditions actually go in groups. Allergic conditions have been increasing in America, and by allergic conditions I mean food allergy, including peanut allergy, environmental allergies, hay fever, allergic rhinitis has been increasing, asthma has been increasing, and eczema, atopic dermatitis, has been increasing. So quite frequently we see these 4 conditions travel in groups, where a child gets eczema, then they get a food allergy, they might wheeze with a cold, and then they also get environmental allergies. So in fact, we often see those together in the same individuals rather than being mutually exclusive.
You know, that's correct, because he does have eczema as well, and I believe he wheezes when he has a cold.
Sure.
So it's tough, you know. But yet, and then I also have another grandson who's a teenager, and he every so often comes up with just hives out of nowhere. We've taken him to the allergist multiple times. They've done cultures or actually biopsies of the hive itself, and then he'll have the hives literally from the top of his head to the soles of his feet, and he'll be very uncomfortable, and this can go on for 3-4 months. Then he'll wake up one day and they're gone.
Yeah. I would encourage any individual, whether it's a child or adult, with frequent hives to be evaluated by an allergist, because believe it or not, those are often not caused by allergies. And there's a myriad of other reasons why they may be happening. But the important thing is they are very treatable. So those are a little bit of a different condition. But no, absolutely, you're right. Food allergies, peanut allergy, kids with wheezing and other allergic conditions, it can certainly have huge impact on quality of life. But I want to stress that these are very, very manageable conditions, and these children and adults with these conditions can have excellent quality of life and do very, very well.
Well, it's good to know that at least my younger grandson, and even the older one, do have a chance of possibly outgrowing these allergies. Because it's very difficult when, like the 3-year-old, you got to read every label.
Absolutely.
Because you just don't know what's in there, you know.
Depending on the food, I would say it's even better than possible. It's likely. But again, it depends on the food we're talking about. And I certainly think, your 3-year-old grandson should be evaluated by someone who's very familiar with food allergies and following over time, which it sounds like has been the case.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell his mom, my daughter, that there's hope, because sometimes it's difficult for her to find him good, things to eat. But on the plus side, he has a very healthy diet.
That's true. So that's good. It's very important with kids with food allergies and peanut allergy to make sure they do have a healthy diet and do maintain adequate nutrition. So in addition to your pediatrician and an allergist, sometimes it's even nice to work with a dietitian or nutrition expert to make sure that the kids are getting the right nutrients that they require.
Yeah. I think she is working. He's got a bunch of doctors that they go to. Yeah. But I appreciate your time, Doctor. And it's good to know that I guess we have hope.
It was a pleasure chatting with you. I hope it was helpful.